Alrighty guys, it's springtime in northern Michigan here, and it's a nice 27 degrees and sunny. Figured it's been a while since I did an update, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, the 2001 Ford F-250, 7.3 Power Stroke. Did a few things, put some newer style 2014 mirrors on it. Didn't wire up the turn signals because they didn't really want to cut and tap into any of the wiring. So the turn signal light does not work on the mirror, but still kind of looks nice. So I did the mirrors. I put in these aftermarket headlights. They got a LED bulb that plugs in directly to the stock wiring of the truck. These are LEDs here that light up with your running lights. And the turn signals are just regular, the twist-in bulbs, like the OEM style. So they all fit perfectly in place. Once you get it lined up and everything, it all pops right in and it works perfectly. I think it works up to like the 2006 model too. So if you got a newer like 6-liter F-250 or something, you could use those style headlights. I got that. I think it was like $23. It's an LED third row brake light and dome light when you open your door. These taillights, all LED. I just put the regular bulb reverse light back in there. It comes with the resistor, so your light doesn't think it's out or anything, or your truck doesn't think your light's out. That's all plug and play. I went ahead and fastened the resistor inside the bed here when the taillight's out. And everything's so cheap. I think all the lights together for this truck are about $350. Just off of eBay, just typed in aftermarket headlights for this truck, and they all popped up, and they look really nice. It makes the truck look really good. Definitely an upgrade with the mirrors, because you look at my Excursion here, these are the mirrors that it came with. Not really a fan of them, just because of the way they look. They're just kind of ugly looking, to be honest. But you got these newer style ones, and they just look sweet. And the heated mirror function does work. They all just plugs right in, bolts, everything. It seals perfectly up with the truck. Looks factory. I went ahead and tucked my rain guard in here under the mirror so it'll hold it in there better. So we did that. The Excursion has been sitting since I bought this new truck, and went out, put insurance on it the other day, went and drove it down the road, put some gas in it, oh, there we go, and I smelled something sweet, had I came up to a stoplight, and a bunch of smoke started billowing out. Not a bunch of smoke, but a nice, decent-sized cloud. And so I pulled into the gas station there. I filled up, and just a bunch of smoke coming out from the engine bay. So I popped the hood, and there's a small pinhole in the upper tank on the radiator. And I was really irritated. I was like, I didn't see this thing needing a radiator so soon. But she leaks a little bit of coolant. It's just a small leak, but as soon as it builds pressure up in the system, it just starts leaking out the top of the tank. So it's kind of sad. So got to do a radiator on that. Kind of sucks. I gotta sell that thing. I'm thinking about selling it, and it's kind of a turn down when you have somebody coming to look at your truck and it needs a radiator before you drive it home. This is my 95 Power Stroke. Everybody criticizes me about they didn't make a Power Stroke in 95. Well, first of all, the door sticker on this truck says it's a late model 94, and I know in 94 they did not have a Power Stroke, but this truck's titled as a 95, and clearly there's a Power Stroke engine in there, because it's literally right there, and it says it right there. But it's funny because the doors that I replaced on this truck said 94. And I don't know, maybe it was just a late model truck, and that's one of the first model, Power Strokes they did. So, go ahead and fire it up, let it run, because it's been about 3 or 4 weeks. But yeah, I just don't, it's a Power Stroke. Oh, she's cold. Let's cycle it one more time here. There's always a trick to getting these things started. You let the glow plug cycle, and then you can wait like another 30 seconds. But I like to just give it just a little bit of gas. You know, just push the gas pedal a little bit. We'll fire a little bit more. Let it sit for a second. She doesn't like that. She's a little cold. And the injectors don't like to work either when it's cold. It's alright though, it's built. Definitely not gonna... I'm not gonna zip ties and bias plies this thing and freaking hold it wide open. Because it's a power stroke. It'll work eventually. If I had a Cummins, it would fire right up. Oh yeah, burn the starter right out of it. Yeah, oh. Yeah, there we go. There we go. See, like I said, it'll work eventually. Let's go look at the cheat. I didn't even know I had a tow strap in this truck. Fucking mint. Oh yeah. Smell of confabulation right in there. Hell yeah. Oh. Let that thing just sit there. This truck I had in my pole barn over there, that's no longer a pole barn. A tree fell down on top of it and collapsed on top of the truck. It really sucks. I just had the whole front, whole front of the truck redone. And when it hit the top of the cab, it pushed the metal down and it ripped the headliner. There's metal screws that hold this headliner up, and it ripped all the screws out. I got most of the dents out of the top of the truck. So let me see if I can get up there. You can see from the camera angle here. It was a lot worse, but a lot of it came out though, just from pushing on the roof. Yeah, that truck will be alright. This one, I'm waiting for the snow to get away. My buddy's going to pick it up soon because he bought it from me. Haven't fired it up in a long time. Pulled the master cylinder and brake booster off it to put a new one on, because that's why this thing doesn't have brakes. And I got to go through the bleeding cycle here. Last time we were driving it, we were bombing down the road, and the old bias ply gave up on life here. That's a full lug right there, full few lugs. So just ripped right off, tire exploded, and we just kept driving down the road. So that's why I threw the spare on there. I got off my step side when I had that last year. I still got the 304 in the back of this thing. I don't know how well it's doing internally, how much water's on the inside of it, but I don't think it's too bad. Good thing I wrapped the tarp around it. See, I didn't really think that well. I was like, oh yeah, I'll just throw a tarp over this thing, and then I was looking, and I was like, there's more holes in this frickin' tarp than there is in Hillary Clinton's story back in the presidential debates. And, look in there. Oh yeah. There's only a little bit of rust. It's alright. It's good for it. But I didn't, I put a piece of cardboard right here. So that shit, actually a piece of cardboard and a roofing shingle. And then I just, put a little wing nut on there. But yeah, so that, it should be okay. I don't think anything's wrong with it. Oh yeah, greasy. Oh yeah. I just went ahead and frickin' cleaned up. Oh no. Oh, the confabulation inside. Oh, nothing's bolted down. I think all the bolts that I had on this thing were fingered. Oh, the confabulation. Just a poor, sad engine. Oh, the valve covers stayed on okay. I literally only ran it finger tight, the head bolts down. So, oh boy, I just had this thing all cleaned and painted. Sucks. It'll be alright though. I think it'll be fine. Oh man. I need to buy some new tarps. But yeah. Any hoozle. Thing's alright. Truck's fine. Truck engine's fine. Let's go take a look back here at the old frickin' junk pile. I had some burnt-out pieces of plywood right here, just for kicks and giggles. This is my bias ply pile. These are what came off that brown truck when I got it. I did a smoky burnout when I got the engine unseized. After I did the oil change and everything. These things, the truck sat since like the 80s when the guy's father passed away. These tires have had air in them. Unless the sidewalls are so goddamn thick. But yeah, these tires are they're not too bad. But the only thing you could use them for is the old Jeeps, and anything else is 5 on 5.5, like a Dodge. This tire did hold wind, as zip ties and bias plies would say. But I don't think it does anymore. That one's flat. So these are flat. That's got air. That's flat air. One more. Half air. So we got a good selection of tires. All 5 on 5.5. So we don't really have a good selection on tires. This was. Oh yeah, I remember this hoopty. When I bought my green truck, that came with it, and didn't really. It's supposed to be a mud tire, but it's more of a drag radial now. Greasy old work trailer that doesn't usually get worked at all. Just kind of sits there. Because screw construction, I like working on cars better. But yeah, this thing still fires up good. I'd fire it up. I had the damn keys on me, but let's go fire up the old Jeep Cherokee. Actually, hang on. I better check the oil on these things. These things are freaking leaks a lot. Oh, gas tank straps broke. Oh no. Oh, it's all right. Still got the other one. It'll be fine. The Jeep. All right. Let's see if we can blow it up here. Gotta check the oil though. Oh, it's greasy. So I bought this thing for $500. I had a couple videos on it. Oh, it's still pretty clean under here. I put 2 crank position sensors in it. I put spark plugs in it because fuck putting spark plug wires. It came with a new battery, new rad hose. Oh, this belt's already chewed up. That's a new belt too. And I'm not sure. Every time I do a belt on these things, I cannot get it like perfect, you know. So it's a little ate up there, but I think it'll be okay. So we'll pull the engine compartment oil. It needs an oil change very bad. Probably because it's got a Ford oil filter on there. Hey, I drive Ford, but I can still bash on them, right? So yeah, let's go see if it starts up and blows up. Oh, this thing's gonna be a mud Jeep when the unibody gives out of it. Oh, I had an aftermarket radio in this thing, and I was driving it on the road and it caught on fire, so I put the stock radio back in it. Fire's right up though, tell you what. Low washer fluid. Put some water in there. Check gauges. See, I think your oil pressure is supposed to be up. But the oil pressure gauge is not working. But it doesn't knock. It's got oil pressure, the gauge is just bad. Oh, look at that. It's at 155,000. I bought it with 152 on it. Oh, belt stopped squeaking. Oh yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I gotta clean it out again because it's work Jeep. Oh, windows cracked. Fuck, man, that truck's dirty. You really should put some air in the tires too. There's only 10 psi in those Super Swampers. And driving that thing down the road with 10 psi in them because you're too lazy to put air in them, feels like you're driving on a cloud. Yeah, I'm gonna put air in those things. I'm done taking the video. But yeah. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, power steering pump, that sucked to do because the first one I put in it blew up. That was gay. Found this hitch on the side of the road. Some poor guy must have fallen off his truck or something. That hitch is like $60. Then we had got that. But yeah, I'm just keep rambling on here. So sorry about being annoying. If you like my videos, like I'm gonna be making some more wheeling videos today. Today's the 23rd of March, so make a bunch of wheeling videos and get some good content out for you guys, and I think that'd be pretty cool. I'll see you guys in the next video.